have a couple of crazy schedule changes here at Shop LC, so I am on Monday night instead, and Danielle Banda is going to be taking my place tomorrow night. But what I have, or what she was supposed to have, is 2 hours of fashion. And we have all kinds of great stuff. Most of it's created and manufactured by Shop LC. So let me introduce myself. I am Cheryl Briggs Benvenuto, aka Queen Bee here. They call me that because I'm a beekeeper, and you can follow me on Facebook under Cheryl Benvenuto, under TikTok Bling Therapist, and under Instagram Magical Journey Cheryl, or Cheryl Magical Journey. So I'm here at Shop LC doing the live stream. If this is the first time you're just scrolling and tuning in, like, what the heck is this? Who is this? Yeah. We do a live stream. We start at 8 in the morning. We do it till 10 o'clock at night. And it is part of our side business here at Shop LC, Shop Low Cost. We are a giant jewelry and clothing manufacturer, distributor, and live TV and live stream company. Here on this side of the platform, anything that you purchase here, you get 25% additional off by typing in live25 in the promo code. So if you see something you like, the prices that I'm going to read to you are already with the 25% off deducted. So you know that's the bottom price. If you accumulate more than $50 on your mobile app, you get free shipping, so that's always fun to take advantage of. We have all kinds of stuff. So let me give you a little bit of background real quick of how we grew into what we're doing now. So we started out in 2007 as a liquidation channel, and then after a few years, they closed down. They went out of business. They restructured the company, and through the restructuring, what they did was they started looking at the plan. They started researching other home shopping networks, and they realized that a large percentage of the money, our profit, was not going to us. It was going to all the hands that were being put out, the manufacturer, the person, the designer, the sewer, the person who went and got the material. So all those hands and the pieces of pie made the profit smaller and smaller and smaller. So when they restructured, they decided what they would do, they would manufacture. And so we are now up to 9,000 employees. So what happened was, we own factories now all over the world. I have been to Bali. Our main manufacturers in India. We also have Madagascar. We have affiliates in Germany and England. So all scattered throughout. A lot of the stuff now we are manufacturing in the good old US of A also. So it went from, having everybody else in buying goods like all the other home shopping networks to becoming a global entity where not only are we bringing you the lowest and the greatest stuff at discounted prices, but we have the capability to do that where most of the other companies do not. Okay, that's the background. Now, let me get a little sip of water. I worked the overnight last night, so I talked all night last night, so if I get a little sip of water, I need it because I'm going to keep it lubricated. All right. Now, most of the garments that we wear, we try to focus on, I'm going to say, more easy wear. The world is converted, so men and women are wearing basically unisex clothing, but we want easy care. I steam a lot of my stuff because I have to be on live TV. If I didn't have to be on live TV, I'd probably never take that steamer out. So we like stuff that's easy wash, easy wear, easy care, and Shop LC handles and covers all that for you with incredible prices. Oh, and did I mention that whatever you purchase, if you do not like, you have up to 30 days to return it. So hassle-free shopping, it's always nice. And it doesn't go as a credit. We give you money back. So you don't have to worry about having a store credit for something that you did not like when you purchased. Now on my side, my phone, I don't have it tethered on a stand, so I know I look really large sometimes. Now, we don't have a full-on screen for fashion yet, so I'm going to do my best to hold the dresses up, show you in the graphics. I'll read you the links and stuff like that. And we'll also have some pictures of some models wearing the merchandise so you can see what it looks like on people. I own some of it. I buy a lot of stuff here, especially because of the prices. And yeah, this is some of it I've seen, some of it I've never seen before. So it's going to be an interesting show. I get athletic, I get casual, and then to top it off, I have lotions and potions that are going to make you younger, take years off your life. What else? Make your hair beautiful. Anyway, so I have those coming up, so stay tuned. So I'll go over the prices. Remember, over 50 free shipping, and returns are a no problem here. So our first item up for grabs is going to be number 1. So we'll start with the potions and lotions, right?
We'll start with the some of the dresses.
Oh, the dresses. So how are they numbered? I already messed up all the pages. So
I got you in a second, but we'll start with this black kimono.
The black kimono.
It should be hanging on
The black kimono is in back of me. It's like a dress type of kimono. Okay, let me see where it is on my sheet here. And that would be item, oh, I see it. Once you know, it's the top item. Okay, so I'm showing you one color. On my sheets, there are additional colors that are offered. I found it's right here. So there are additional colors that are offered. So if I show you the black, I'm also going to tell you this is available in this color and this color. So when you go to the web, if the color I'm showing you is not what you like, you are very free to purchase the additional colors. Or a lot of times there's an additional money if you buy all 3, which would be a buy all, if you buy all 3 colors that we offer. So additional savings there, but you're always going to get 25% off no matter what here at Shop LC. Okay, so the first one, this is created by our team, and I'm going to hold it up to the camera. It is a V-neck, and it's a caftan slash, they're calling this a kimono sleeve. It's a maxi dress, so it's going to be floor length. Right? It's done. This is basic black. It also comes in blue and red, but I'm focusing on the black. Now on this particular piece, you can see that it has a V-neck. It's going to come down, nice V-neck, which I run a V-neck. I think V-necks are very sexy. I do not like a crew neck, especially if it comes up here. I feel like I'm wearing a men's t-shirt. So it's, you know, everybody has their own preference, but for me, I think a V-neck is sexy. And what I do, if I want a little more cleavage, I just yank it down a little bit. If I want a little bit less, I just yank it back. So you can adjust it, the cleavage factor. But this is going to give you a nice cleavage. The sleeves are going to be open, right? So it's got nice open arm sleeves. This is done 100% polyester, I'm sure. And this is going to be one size fits most. Maxi dress. Okay, our price on this is going to be, is it $29.99, DJ?
With the discount, yeah. So it's $39.99 to start, and then with the discount, it's
okay. So $29.99 is going to be your price. And I'll do a little quick measure on the armhole so you can see how big this is. Now, this does not have any stretch. Let me see. Let me take this off. This does not have any stretch. No. So there's no stretch. But what it does have is comfort. You can see when I'm just going to drape it on. I need to have a bigger monitor. DJ, I need to have a bigger monitor to show this off. Okay, so this has pockets. You can see my hands in the pockets, which is always a winner chicken dinner. Any dress that has pockets gives me the capability to hands-free sometimes. You know, and we always carry our cell phone, no matter what, right? Nobody leaves home without it. If you do, you go into complete panic mode, and then you run back home. I've come all the way back here. DJ knows I've left it sitting here, been in panic mode. When you have a pocket, guess what? You put it right in your pocket. No cell phone is ever going to be forgotten again. So you can leave your pocketbook somewhere, but you always have that cell phone, that pocket. Now, $39.99. This is definitely a polyester blend, which means, you know, very little wrinkle. You can see it's almost like, and I'm going to hold it up close to the camera. It's almost like a wrinkled crepe, I'm going to say. So it has a little bit of texture to it. To me, it looks like crepe / linen, but it's not. It's a poly blend. This is going to wash and well wear. Let's go into and see what the washing instructions are on this kimono. Now, normally, I would be putting it on, but you won't be able to see my feet anyway. Okay, one size fits all, and the washing instructions are Well, it's a poly blend. We all know what that is. You just throw it in the washer. It doesn't matter. You can't destroy polyester. It is that material that just lasts and lasts and lasts. Cotton you have to be careful with, but when you're dealing with just straight on polyester, washing is not an issue. Okay, so now the back side of this, let's look at the back side. It's the same as the front, so guess what? You know, there's a few times, I can say more than a few times, when I have taken something that has the same exact back and front, same exact, and I put it on, and I go somewhere and I notice after a few minutes that the tag is, I have it on backwards. But who would know, right? I've also done, there's a lot of manufacturers that sew stuff and they show the seams, so you see all the seams. And I put the shirt on, put the seams on the inside, and then I've left my house and all the tags are hanging out the back and the side. So this is back to front, right? If you can't see in the dark, you don't have to worry. We got you covered. Who does that? We made a dress that you can put on in the dark. I think that's pretty special. Okay, not only that, but this is going to fit. One size fits most. So I'm going to measure it, do a measure around the derriere area because I want to show you, give you a proper measure on how wide that is. So 24, so 26 times 2, 52 inches. So if you're 52 inches around, this is going to fit you no problem. You know what I love about a basic black dress? $29.99, right? Think about this. Now, I thought I was doing a different show. I thought I was going to be doing a jewelry show. So I normally wear quite a bit of jewelry and quite a large pieces, like I had on this morning. This dress with just like, you know, a big chunky necklace, maybe some dyed howlite that we sell, like the imitation squash blossoms. They're not expensive, but they look really large. Something like that with a basic black dress. So when you wear this, so what I love about a basic dress, so this is to me a basic dress, right? I had on cowboy boots earlier. I have on flip-flops now, right? So I went from dressing this up, I had 2 necklaces, a lot of different jewelry, and I had on cowboy boots. I also had different glasses on. So I changed the whole look of this outfit. That's what you can do with something basic like this. It's long. You could belt it around right under the bust like an A-frame dress with a big thick belt, maybe a turquoise belt that we sell here, the howlite ones. But the jewelry is going to really, the accessories, a scarf, a hat, sunglasses. This could be, you know, after you've had a long day on the beach, maybe you've rented a cottage up on a beach area. This is nice and flowy in the breeze. If you have a little sunburn, this could be a beach cover-up if you want to wear a black cover-up. This could be that dress that could be a lounging daytime wear, house wear. And then you can go out, put flip-flops on. If you don't like your legs, a lot of people don't like their legs. They have varicose veins and different issues. This is going to cover the legs. So you're going to look great. You know, really, I always say accentuate what you got. That's great, right? I have great legs. Not great, but I have good legs, right? I don't have varicose veins. I don't have hardly any wrinkles. I wear short skirts and shorts. I have a family member who has what they call peasant legs, which is where your calf down the bottom is really large. She's never liked her legs. That's a term. I didn't name that. That's a term. And so she loves to wear longer cascading maxi dresses on a regular basis. Why? Because she has more in the bust area. That cleavage is going to show. She's going to look really fabulous in that long dress. And she's accentuating something that, you know, one of her great features. So when you're buying clothes and you're putting pieces together, look at your body style. I have a very barrel type of body. I don't have an hourglass. You know, I have a bigger stomach area here. So I like stuff that hits here and then cascades down. I don't like stuff that hits on my waist. So I very rarely, I don't hardly ever wear pants. Why? They hit me right on the waist. They make me look larger. I feel bigger than I am. So whatever we all have our own body issues. It's not an issue, but some people are hung up on stuff. I just feel this, you can dress really appropriately to really emphasize what's great and minimize what's maybe not great. So some of these clothing that we're bringing you now really are easy wear, easy care, and they can make you look really groovy and cool and comfortable at a fraction of the price. Okay. And if you have any questions at all, you need any help, you can call our live personal shopper. Their number is 888-835-2237, and they are there to help you place orders. Maybe something like this you like that I'm going to show you and you want it shipped somewhere else. You can call and you can purchase and have it shipped anywhere else to somebody. If it's over 50, that would be free too. So, and if you're buying holiday gifts, there's some great stuff here that you can stash away in the holiday drawer. There's our personal shopper number. Boom, boom. I'm leaning back so you can see it. 888-835-2237. And they are wonderful people, very, very accommodating. And they can help you if you want to split it up over multiple cards, if you want multiple pieces, whatever the issue. Just call them and they can handle it for you. Okay, we're going to move on. That was the first one. That was our Laura Murray V-neck kimono. And like I said, this does come in blue and it does come in a rusty red. So if you like the black, and I'm going to hold it up to the camera, see that nice V-neck again. If you like the black, consider maybe getting the additional colors. I always say if I find something I really like and it's comfortable and affordable, I do try to buy it in multiple colors because I already know it looks good. Half the battle is finding something that looks good. Fits good, you like it, you look good in it. If you do that, and you can buy that in colors that look good also, jewel tones especially, your beautiful royal blues. Those are jewel tones, your ruby reds. They look great on any skin color. So if you can buy something in those multiple colors, it's a winner for you because it's less time to go out there and try to find stuff that already looks good on you. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're going to move on now to number 2, and that is going to be this is a little bit more of a pattern dress. Now, with this cinch top, I love it because when you talk about comfort, this is one of those pieces. So when I go into a department store, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I'm going to show you what I do. So I hold it up, but I want to usually see how long it is. So this is what I do. So I usually take it, and I can't do it. These hangers have this bar here. But I usually put it over my head. So the hanger is still attached, but I can see exactly how this is going to hang. Now, this has long sleeve. It's a cotton blend. If you look at this, I'm going to hang it with my chin. I want to show you something. You see that? Look at the stretch on that. It's all elasticized. And I love this because you know what happens? First of all, the elastic goes down from here all the way to right under the bust area. So it's really going to make the upper body really look great. It's going to accentuate. And then what happens is it's gathered slightly around where it's tucked in. Now, if you're going to stretch this out and you need it bigger, obviously those little gatherings, it's still gathered a little bit. But this is going to fit. I'm going to do a stretch and give you a measure. But I want to show you long sleeve. If you have the bat wing arms and you want to cover them up, this is going to be your friend. It also has stretch for the sleeves. So when you pull them up, now this dress, right, there's no stretch in these sleeves. None. This dress, ooh, whoops, just like my phone. This dress has been annoying me all day because every time I move, I yank it up real tight now, so it's tight. And then after a few minutes, there it is, down, flopping down. I'm like, oh. You have shirts like that, right? Well, when you have elastic in the sleeve, it's going to stay up. And it's going to be comfortable. It's not going to be super tight. Love the colors on this. I would call this almost like it looks almost like a really interesting tribally, look at the blues, peacocky, But the colors on it, I'm going to pull it up in front of the screen and pull it back so you can see the colors, right? Beautiful up here. I love how they go cascading across. I love the turquoise mixed with the dark blue. And then once you get down to the bottom, all right, this is the bottom of the dress. You can see it has an extra little, almost like not lace, but a little flounce at the bottom. That's to give you can see, this is what it will do when you're walking. Gives you a little movement. Great color. So this is what I'm talking about when I say jewel tones. In the studio here, this looks sort of blackish, but it's actually a really, really, really dark blue. And then you have all these great jewel tones, these blues and stuff. And this is going to look great. Sterling silver, plain necklace. You can layer them up, put on a lot of metal on this. I would probably wear, if I was going to wear turquoise, it wouldn't be overpowering. It would be a little bit more subdued because this is so busy up there. And then you have busy on the bottom. You could wear this with flip-flops. I wear stuff with cowboy boots. You could wear it with wedgies. But once again, something like this, because it's meant to be comfortable and, you know, it's not supposed to be completely pressed. This is a boho chic look. It's comfortable. It stretches. You can wear it with multitude of shoes. And once again, let me check for the fabulous pockets. Hold on. Are there pockets in this? And, oh, no, that was a crease. Let me feel down. Oh, no pockets. No pockets. Boo. Dang. And this was made by us, so I just booed us. Okay, La Moray, one size fits most, 100% rayon, made in Thailand. So once again, another place that we have put people to work, supporting families all over the world. Little pops of red, power color. So you can wear this with, think about the different jewelry. This has got beautiful turquoise color. It has aquamarine. It has, neon apatite. Can you imagine wearing this with neon apatite? That would be stunning. That's going to just be totally pulled together look. Neon apatite. You got your tanzanite. Any of your black stones, because it is really, really dark. It almost looks like black. So you get shungite, onyx, black obsidian. What else? What else? Your reds you could wear with any of your garnets. Your ruby would look great with this. I love the little stretchy neck, right? Little pleated stretchy neck. Super comfortable. Stretch all around the bust, stretch on the neck, stretch on the sleeves, little flounce on the bottom. This is item number 2. And your price on this, after the 25% off, is going to be $41.24. So $41.24, a full-on dress. You know, think about going into one of your big box stores. Ooh, whoops. And seeing this hanging in the, when you come up the escalator, you have all the new stuff for the summer and fall. And this is hanging. You're like, gosh, that's so pretty. Obviously, the pops of color are going to draw you right in. And you look, and the price tag, it's full price, right? Brand new item, hot new item, hasn't been seen before. How much would this be? Probably $170. Here, $41. So, if you love it, order it. This does come in also a couple of different colors. You can go online and look. I am holding up the blue. It also comes in pink and black. So take advantage of that. That's going to be your final price on that is $41.24. So that's item 2. Item number 3. All right. Item number 3. Wow. I can remember years ago going up to a trip somewhere. You know, sometimes you need a jammy, an oversized t-shirt, something that is just super comfortable. Now, sweet dreams. Look at that. Look at that. And this is a longer now the picture, what? This t-shirt on this girl, there's no way. This is like a dress. That's like a t-shirt in the picture. Okay, don't go by the strap. She's wearing a regular t-shirt. This is long. This is like a dress, DJ. Look at the difference.
That is long.
Okay, so the picture stinks. We're not going to go by that. Just look at my modeling here, right? Dun-dun-dun. Look at those cute little bears on there. They sort of look like Care Bears. I think that was a big popular thing for many years. But you know, I don't have kids. So for me, this is adorable. It is something that, you know, I'm hoping at some point, you know, one of my nieces has some babies. Hey, Tiffany. Tony. Hi, Tony. So I'm hoping at that point, you know, wearing something like this, the little babies, they'd probably be drawn towards you, like, oh, look at how cute that is. Because when you're a kid, you always have a teddy bear, or most kids do. You're given a teddy bear when you're very, very young. And this is just sort of cute and sweet. You know, this is something that Grammy or Noni, what do you call your grandma, DJ?
Oh, Grandma Donna.
Okay. So Grandma Donna, this would be something Grandma Donna would wear when all the grandbabies are gathering. Maybe you have that holiday photo that everybody wears the same jammies. Maybe this is a, you know, bridesmaids weekend extravaganza, and everybody wants to have sweet dreams after they've partied their brains out. But yeah, it's a fun little T-shirt. On this is going to be your price, 67% off, and this does come in a whole boatload of colors. Like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 different colors, and they're all bright and bold. We do have black. That's the most basic. But I have everything from orange, neon pink, which is this one. That's the one I'm airing right now. And we have a comparison. Is that Amanda Page Sleep? Oh, so this is Amanda Page. It's not a comparison. This is actually a designer shirt. So Amanda Page, right? Let me hold this up. Right? I need a bigger camera. Right. So when I say house dress, you can see how long this is, right? So I'll hold it up so you can see it on the camera. This is a nightgown, not night shirt, nightgown, house dress. It's a pajama. It's comfortable. Amanda Page, designer, very, very famous. This is a very sweet little shirt. Let's see if there's a price tag in it. One size fits all. Nope, there's no. Sometimes they leave the retail estimated price tag in there. Now this is going to be 60% cotton, 40% polyester. Let's see if it has some stretch capability. Not a whole lot of stretch, but it's pretty large and in charge. I'd say that's going to fit most people, but I'm going to do a little measuring. Now remember, not a ton of stretch. So normally when I do a measuring, I give you a little bit of stretch. But it's got some, but not like some of the other stuff. So this is going to be the same thing, about 26, 52 inches with an extra couple inches stretch, so about 54 inches. So one last looky, look at that Sweet Dreams. It's actually a pretty color combination. I like the pastels, the pop, the baby. Maybe a Grammy and you had twins, right? Male and female. But a cute little T-shirt, necessity. It's a pajama. It's not supposed to be super over the top, sexy or fancy. It's a necessity. And that's going to be $41. What's the price on that, DJ? Is it $20? $20.60? No, that's not right.
Yeah, that's not right.
That price is going to be $14.99?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so $14.99. Amanda Page, you can see the tag is right in there. Designer logo, $14.99. Okay, item number 4, and we are rolling through this stuff. Okay, everybody, write in and let me know you're watching. Is Pat out there? Lauren's in Palm Springs. Are you watching? Did she tell you about when you wrote in last week with the necklace? Okay, we're moving on to something that I wear a lot of these. And through my many, many years of travel, I have bought and worn many of these. Why? Diversity, comfort. Something like this. I want you to look at the pattern, right? So first of all, it's going to have nice thick sleeves right here. That nice band cover. I don't like a dress that my bra straps are showing. A little bit, you know, it sort of ruins, it takes away from the look I'm trying to achieve. It's distracting. So beautiful thick straps. You have your beautiful scoop neck right here. And I love it because it's going to come down here. It's not going to be way up here like a crew neck. So you do have a little bit of that décolleté showing. So if you have a fabulous necklace, it's going to look great on this. It's going to make this dress pop. Third thing I love about this dress, if you look at the way the pattern is, it's going downward. It's going north to south. If it was going east to west, it would make you look shorter and wider. And nobody wants that, including me. I don't want to look shorter and wider. I want to look skinnier and longer. That's why we don't wear high heels. But if you look at this, it's going to elongate that body. Now, let me move my phone over here. Give you a little, whoops, shoot. Oh. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be a blend. This is created by our company, and I'm going to show you. So when you go down the dress and you get down to the bottom, you can see it bells out, right? So it gives you all that extra material so when you walk, this is going to give you some movement. It's going to feel breezy. It's going to feel sexy. It's a nice little, and I wear stuff like this. These are what I call house dresses. It's not a pajama. It could be a beach cover-up. It could be a dress. Here they're calling it an umbrella dress. One size fits most. And I'm going to measure on the bust area because that's where most of these, now there's no stretch in this. Well, a teeny bit. But that's where most people have the problem, is around the bust area. Obviously the bottom of this, that bell, you have plenty of space. So this is going to be about 48 inches around the bust area. But really nice, flowing. Okay, our price on this, $24.99. Your price after the discount is going to be $18.74. $18.74. And you can order multiples if you decide you want 3 of these because you like it. It's your style. It's very easy. Now, it's this one's black. When you get into some of the lighter shades like the whites, they tend to be a little bit see-through. This one's, because of the black, it's not. So you can't see through it, which is great. I'd wear a black bra with it, but you can see, even in the lights in here, you can't really see through it. So beach cover-up, house dress, whatever you deem it to be, has that beautiful flouncy bell bottom on the end. And this is all, it's all stitched, it's all hemmed everywhere. So your price on this, once again, is going to be $18.74. Created by our company, La Marais, and that's how we keep the prices real low. So that was going to be item number 4. And we're going to move on to a little, is that the athletic top, which is down here. So we are moving on to, okay, and these are a closeout from 9 West, which we all know 9 West, very famous company. And these are going to be ribbed tank tops. So more athletic style. These are actually very, very nice. They're stuck together. DJ, can I break them apart?
Go for it.
Okay, that was easy. Okay, so what this has, your typical athletic back. You can wear that with a athletic bra. And a lot of bras have these straps that you can remove and hook. So if you want to do a crisscross, and you can see the back. Oh, that's the front side. So on this, you are going to get a pack of 2. So you're going to get a black and you're going to get a gray. So you're going to get 2 of the basic colors. These are going to be, in quantity I have quite a bit. So in sizes I have large and medium. Do we have a size chart on this, DJ?
Let's see. Seeing one.
Okay, let me look at the size I have, and we'll figure it out. So I have in my hand, this is going to be a large. So I'll do a measuring, and this also has quite a bit of stretch. So this is going to be a large. You can see the stretch on that. It's an athletic top. It's 100% polyester. This is going to have the wicking capability, which means that if you are out there, just thinking about working out has just made me break into a sweat, I got to tell you. If you are thinking about going into a workout weight loss journey, or maybe a health venture where you're not doing it for weight loss, you're doing it because you need to have better health, this is clothing that you're going to go to the Shalls or one of your department stores, and you're going to buy these, and they're going to be darn expensive, especially when it's a designer name like Nine West. Now, we're getting a 2-pack, so that means you don't have an excuse why you can't exercise every day, because you have the spare, right? All my exercise clothes are dirty. Now, we've taken advantage and we've given you a spare. So you're going to get 2 of these. So the gray, once again, has that exercise, that typical back. You can see these are double stitched. Nine West is in the center. And here it is in black. So you're going to get 1 gray, 1 black. I'll do a quick measure again, but some stretch. I'll flip it over. You can see the stretch on it. It's meant to go a little bit over the booty area, right? So this could be worn with shorts. Now, the dress that I have on athletic shorts under the dress. Summertime, I wear shorts all the time. No matter what, I usually wear a long top, but a lot of times I told you I wear shorter dresses, so I wear shorts under them. But something like this, wash and dry. Now, this is going to have the tag right on it. 4-way stretch, comfort, active, and look at that, MSRP. MSRP on that is $58. So you're going to get 2, and our price on those was $29.99 after the discount, $22.49. So that's $11 a top. That's pretty darn good. And these are something that, when you have that polyester with the spandex, this is going to last forever. It's never going to fade. It's not cotton, so it's not going to deteriorate in the washer and dryer. You can wash it on hot all the time, and it's just going to come out and look great. Now, on the bottom of it, it's a straight bottom. I flipped it upside down. There's a little Nine West little logo on there for you, little designer bling bling. But $11 and $11 a piece roughly. These are going to cost you. You get a set of 2. Nine West designer. So what happens is when we offer a designer, I told you we manufacture probably 95% of our own stuff. Hold on one second, commercial break. Okay, what happens when a company like Nine West, the reason that we have closeouts is that we go and we follow, there's certain things on the computer, we can go in and see what companies are offering large volumes of stuff that another company, could be a department store, it could be a mall that went out of business. They put an order in at Nine West, and then when the garments were, here, and sometimes it takes 3 months from an order to receive. Maybe they had financial problems and they could not pay that commitment. Maybe they went out of business. We don't know. But it comes on the internet, and we fly our buyers out there, and they go look at the items, and they say, okay, we'll take them all, and they negotiate. So Nine West, these tops were a closeout that we bought from, a distributor from Nine West. So limited supply, but I've got about 75 of each. So whatever you like, there's 2 different sets. There's jet black and dark gray, which I'm offering right now. On the web, there's also a heather gray. So there's one variation on the web, but it's going to be, I'm offering the sets that you saw. So you're getting that beautiful regular steel gray and the typical black. Most of your athletic clothes are going to be in a dark color. Why? You're going to be sweating. You don't want to see big sweat stains on stuff. That's why they do it in black. It's also going to be quicking, which means that when you sweat, it's going to remove that from your skin and quick that out, so it's going to be on the outside of the material, so it's going to be more comfortable, and it's going to keep you cooler. That's the whole thing about materials that quick. It's supposed to keep you cooler, so so you're more prone to exercise more. If you start sweating and everything's sticking to you, it starts to get uncomfortable, and you want to be done. So that's a great, great modern technology, science at its best, probably invented by NASA. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but I do know that I like clothes that feel comfortable. And I also like clothes that I don't really have to do a whole lot with. So care is a big thing. If you are a person that, obviously nobody wants to dry cleaning. I don't even know if there's dry cleaners, how difficult it is for them to stay in existence. Because material now, a lot of your, I mean, when you get into your finer stuff, your obviously tuxedos, your suits, stuff that is silk and different materials, has to be dry cleaned. But most people aren't buying stuff like that on ready wear, day wear. That's a special event, and you could probably wear your suit once and not have to have it dry cleaned. So stuff like that, easy. You could throw it in the washer. A lot of times I forget, put stuff in the washer, and then 2 days later I go, oh gosh, and I have to rewash it again and again. When you're dealing with materials like this, it's not that bad. You just hit that washer again, goes right through the cycle, and you are done. Okay, so that is 25% off, $22.49 on a set of 2. You can see a picture of our model here. That's going to be, you get both of these, remember, 241, Texas 2-for. Texas 2-for. Hey, Raylene in Montana. Well, thanks for watching. Tiffany, I love the pink and blue dress. Pink and blue. This one is more of a red. It's more of a red. It looks a little bit pink, but it really is. On my camera, this is like, it looks pink, but it's actually a deep, deep red. That's weird, because I'm looking at it on the video now. Okay, so anyway, that's more of a red, not a pink. But remember, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so anything you buy, you have the ability to return it. Okay, we're going to move on and throw in some pocketbooks, purses, bags, handbags, whatever you call them. I'm from New England. I call it a pocketbook, sometimes a purse. I try to cover all the bases. We have a lot of people that watch from across the country. Everybody uses a different terminology. But you know what? It's a necessity. It's interesting. Today, where was I going this morning? Oh, I was going to do Meals on Wheels. So left the house and I decided, okay, in my handbag, I had my makeup bag, a fan, my wallet, a couple other things. In the bag was, you know, it had other junk in it. So junk. So I thought, oh, okay, I'm not going to take the bag. So I took my wallet out. I took my keys out. I took my cell phone out. And then I had a bottle of water. And I was literally had 4 things. And I got to the door to leave. And now I had to put everything down to open the door. So I thought, what am I doing? Crazy. Sometimes you try to save it. It's like when you go to the market and you get the hand basket. You're like, I'm only going to get a couple of items. And then after 30 items, the basket's so full you can't stuff another thing in there. And, you know, it weighs 40 pounds, right? Has anybody ever done that? Is it just me? Because I always laugh at myself and go, why didn't I just... I think in your head, you think if you get the hand cart, the little one, you're not going to spend as much money. It never works because you see those deals, you're like, oh, I got to get them anyway. Okay. Point being is that men and women are carrying purses, pocketbooks, messenger bags, all of it. I went to a comedy show with my husband for 4th of July, and the comedians that came out had on over-the-shoulder messenger bags. And they looked sharp. I mean, they looked great. And what happened is, guys, they've changed pants now. Years ago, men either wore a suit, right? When you open the suit, you had an inside pocket on both sides. You had pockets here. You had a pocket lapel. And then the pants had pockets in the back, pockets in the front. Now what's happened? Fashion has become casual. So, more athletic type pants, some of them only have one pocket. It zips, right? Or you have 2 pockets. But guys are carrying all kinds of stuff now. Everybody carries your cell phone, your car keys, your bottle of water, your whatever you got. I don't know, gum, all that stuff. Now they carry messenger bags. Why? Because too much juggling. Everybody wants to be hands-free. So we're going to open up with the purse part of our show. Purse, pocketbook, whatever you want to call it. And this is going to be genuine. I can smell it. You know, I just love the smell of leather. It just reminds me of when I used to go to the mall as a kid. Okay, and I had brand new shoes. Or I remember one time having new shoes for school from Warren, Rhode Island. Okay, so this is going to be genuine leather. But what they've done, this is part of our collection. So we've manufactured this bag, but if you look at it up close, we've actually embroidered this. So this is not a sublimation. This is actually silk thread that we've embroidered onto this leather. Absolutely stunning. Now, it's a fairly light bag. You'd think it'd be very, very heavy, but it's actually fairly light. This is produced by our company. What I've loved about this has rolled handles, right, that they've actually stitched. And you can see it's spongy here, so very, very comfortable. And look at when you put it over. It fits beautifully over the shoulder. Perfect length, so you can sort of clutch down. You don't have to worry about somebody reaching in. This is my perfect, what I prefer as a perfect length of a bag. I love when I have a bag that fits over the shoulder and I can tuck my arm right there. It's almost like an armrest. But, you know, this has got some beautiful style. Look at the color of it. This is going to be, I'm going to say, on the strap, it looks more green on the video or the picture. This is going to be sort of a bluish green. And then your flowers, you're going to have your light blue, your azure, your lapis colors, a little bit of some golden color, some beautiful honey color, and then your classic white, stitched on one side, blank on the other, right? Now, we're going to get into the ins and outs. So I'm going to do a measuring on this, but let's talk about the price. Genuine leather bag, completely leather, with beautiful silk embroidering. So think about a leather bag at your store. If it's not discounted or damaged, a normal leather bag is going to be, for a good bag, a couple $100, realistically. Maybe $149, right? When I went over to Florence, Italy, where is, the heart of leather, and most of the most beautiful, beautiful bags come out of Florence, Italy, that are leather. So I took a trip over there with my husband a couple of times, and I really thought, I'm going to buy a bag. Well, when we got to Florence, the bags were €500, which is $750. Yeah, I didn't end up with a bag, but when I came back from that trip, I went to one of the shawls, and they had a little kiosk in the center of the store, and it said Italian leather bags. Do you know what I paid? $129. Love that bag. I don't have it anymore, but I did love it for a long time. Okay, so what happened with my leather bag? It was supposed to last forever, but it got nailed in a hurricane. So everything in my house got washed away. So that bag would have lasted forever. But thank God I didn't pay €750 because, that would have been a tragedy. But when you're buying a leather bag, it will last forever. The difference between leather and faux leather is that eventually faux leather, it gets dimples and wrinkles, and when it wrinkles, it almost sheds. It rolls up, and sometimes you can see the underlining, especially on the seams. When you're dealing with real leather, the more that you touch it, the more that you hold it, your natural body oils, your natural oils, actually make the leather more supple, more soft, and it will enhance the color a little bit. So don't be afraid, don't take a leather bag and put it up in a closet and say, I'm only going to use this for special occasions. Every day is a special occasion, right? We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We never know. It's an unexpected journey, life. So, we plan the future, but we can't predict it. So don't save stuff for a special day. Don't do that. Use your stuff. Wear it. You bought it. It doesn't want to sit up in the top of a closet and take up space. It wants to be used. It wants to be out there. And if you're not going to use it, sometimes gift it away. Go through your closet. You have a bunch of stuff. Gift it away. Donate it. Gift it to your nieces or your favorite. Whatever. Have a yard sale. Have a party. Have a party where you put out stuff and, you do a swap with friends. Okay, but back to the purse, pocketbook, whatever you want to call it. So this is going to be almost like a bluish green. Now, I love this because look at the side of this. So this, excuse me, this is not feeded on the bottom, and it's not a hard structured bag. So a hard structured bag means that you wouldn't be able to fold it. It would be hard, and I'd probably be able to knock on it. This is not a slouch bag, but it is not a hard structured bag. I'm going to say this is going to hold everything you would need, including a tablet. Now, if you look at the sides, it looks like it has a little dimple here. That's actually a snap. So that's a snap on each side. And the bag that I'm carrying right now is made by our company, and it has this feature. What that does, it's like an expansion on a luggage. You know how when you have the zipper on your suitcase and you have a second zipper, and that second zipper expands it an extra inch? That's exactly what these side snaps do. Now when you open this up, let's flip that tag, and it's going to show you it's genuine leather, created, and you always get that beautiful leather bragging tag. If you've ever bought, I know when I bought our leather couch, you can get swatches of the leather to make sure it's the color that you want, because it's organic material, and a lot of times you look at a picture and then you see it actually on the leather and it looks like a different color. So a lot of really good companies will send out a swatch to see if you love it before you have to go ahead and purchase something expensive. Even on an expensive handbag that's, you know, $500-600, some companies will send you a swatch. Us, the price on this, $59.99. That's your price. That's after the 25% off. I don't think we'll be sending you a swatch. I think that's inexpensive enough that it's a good deal. Now, it unsnaps here. Top right here unsnaps. And this has paper stuffing in it. You put that in there. But I can tell you, look at how big this is. And I'm going to step back so you can really see. That has an incredible amount of space. And I love the color of this is not black. It's really important when you buy a bag. For me, when you have a black lining, you can't find stuff. It's like looking into a closet with no light. Who does that? Why would they put a black lining? You open it up, it's like looking into a cave. Where is it? Right? Beautiful golden lining. Love that. It's sunny, it's fresh, it's happy. All right. Now, also on this side, you're going to get a zippered pocket. That's going to keep all your stuff. When I travel, I usually put my passport in there, just because I know it's zippered, it's inside the bag. Just me. On the other side, you're going to get these open pockets. Now, this is for your cell phone and your eyeglasses or sunglasses. Easy reach, just reach in and grab. The inside here is for all your other stuff, your wallets, your waters, whatever you're carrying. Now, a bag like this, you'd say, well, it's awful bougie. Honestly, every day, this could be whatever you want it to be. This could be a gym bag. This could be, I would obviously put groceries in it because it would leak, but you know, this could be something that you go back and forth to the office with. It's going to hold your tablet, your all your cords, your accessories. Maybe it holds the high heels that a lot of people when they work in an office, they wear sneakers back and forth to work, but they have their office shoes in a bag. This is going to be that perfect bag for that. Like I said, it does have a snap across the top. It doesn't have a zipper across the whole top, but that snap, if you just have stuff in there like shoes and stuff down the bottom, you could actually fit a cross-body bag on the bottom, your pair of shoes, your tablet, and all the other stuff. But very, very well done, created by our company, genuine leather, and it really does feel very, very soft. And you can see, because I'm bending it, sort of petting it, I'm going to put that color up into the screen. You can see the color is a beautiful bluish green. Double stitched on the handles for extra strength. Double stitched down the center. That flat bottom is so when it's full it will sit upright and perfect. But yeah, pretty bag. All the colors, all the beautiful colors are there. And that's done with a silk thread. So that's going to be part of our genuine leather. And I have a bag I can pull onto the screen. I have bought quite a few purses of pocketbooks here from Shop LC since I started. And, you know, I always liked pocketbooks before I started here, but I never really, you know, I wouldn't run into a store and head right to I'd go to the shoe department first. I wouldn't head right to the purse or pocketbook area. But now, since I've been here, Shop LC is really killing it with the quality. The quality is really great. And when you're talking about a genuine leather bag for that price, $60, That's what you get for a little wallet. And sometimes it's not even genuine leather. It's some, faux leather with a designer logo stamped on it. And if it's a really famous designer, that faux leather wallet is now $500. But when you could get, I always say, look, I'm not poo-pooing designers. I don't want anybody writing in thinking I'm doing that. But think about who you're supporting. What is it when you buy a designer piece? Who are you impressing, right? Do you have the money to afford that? If you do, that's great. A lot of designers are using faux leathers, and they're charging ridiculous money. And I see it, I do a lot of traveling. There's a lot of places, there's a big mall here, where in Austin, where I watch, I love to what people watch. And I see a lot of people overspending, especially on credit cards, for things and goods that have a designer logo that are hundreds and hundreds of dollars. You can buy good quality goods. My husband always laughs because, and he's watching. You could put me beside a most expensive car to a car that's inexpensive and just take a logo and put it on the car. I wouldn't know the difference. I wouldn't know the difference. So for me, you could take and put a giant letter on this and charge $1,500 because it's genuine leather. This feels nice. This is croc embossed. This is beautiful. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Your choice, not mine. You can spend your money how you want. If you have the money and if you love designer stuff, I applaud you. I love a lot of stuff and I like quality. So my money's going in different directions. But this Shop LC gives you the ability to buy really good quality goods. And remember, whatever you buy from us, you have the capability to return if you don't like it. Hey, Paul Rucker, how you doing? Okay, this is going to be a genuine leather bag, and it's croc embossed. Now, this bag has been, the more that you use leather, this is going to get softer. This just came out of a packaging crate, so it's got a little bit of a wrinkle right here. That when I stuff this with regular stuff, that would disappear. Now, let's talk about the ins and outs of this bag, because this is one of my favorite bags. First of all, it's a little bit thicker leather. This would be something that I think you would find in your really, really high quality, I don't know if it's a leathersmith. There's got to be a word for somebody that works on leather. But when you go into like some of your farmers markets, some of your, I do a lot of really high-end craft affairs during the holidays especially. They come out and your handmade, your leathersmiths, they're using really, really fine quality leather. They're paying for it. They're picking what they're going to work with. They want to make something if they're going to charge $400 or $500 and put the time and effort in it, they're going to make sure they buy the finest leather. And leather is graded, believe it or not. It's a material. It's an organic material. So a lot of times when they're dyeing the leather, there could be variations in that one particular area, and so that can't be used, right? It has to be discarded. So it's something that's a process that it's expensive. There's only a few places that are doing, tanning leather, and it's an expensive process. It's also very, very hard to sew. If you've ever sewn anything thick like this, you have to have special sewing needles, and it's an art all in itself. All right, this bag I absolutely love. Absolutely love it. I'm going to stand back and show you. Now, this is going to come in a multitude of colors. Here's the back side. Look at that embossing. You can see that it's beautifully croc embossed. I love the exotics, but I don't like the price tag. Most of the exotics, especially if this was a croc bag, this would be up in the thousands. This is croc embossed. You're getting that beautiful look of an exotic skin, but you're paying a fraction of the price. Now, our price on this, estimated retail, $339. This is going to blow your mind. I have this in gray, black, red, and saffron. So if you want it in additional color, go onto the web and pull it up, and you'll see the different colors offered. Now, our price on this after your 25% off, guess how much? Boom chakalaka. $52.49. $52.49. Now, let's look at this bag, and I'm going to show you a little bit about it. I'm going to do some measuring for you also. So once again, you have that beautiful brag tag, your beautiful embossed. This is going to be your sample. The back side is textured, but there's no pockets. It's a fairly thick leather. The handles I love because what they've done, they've taken that, they've double stitched all the seams, and then they've gathered it and made this beautiful handle. So instead of being thick like this, which is uncomfortable to hold, they've actually stitched it together to make a real nice, firm, tight handle. And there's two of them. So together, it creates a really, really nice, thick handle that you hold on to. Now, the front side of this, it has a flap that flips up and goes over the handle. All right? Goes over the handle. Then you open it up. This is such a well-made bag for this price. You know, I think I need this bag. Okay. So when you get into the inside, let's open this up and pull the paper out.
Miss Pat says, "Hey Queen Bee, watched you last night at 2 a.m.
Hi Pat. Thanks for watching. It's always a pleasure. And I'm sure Lauren told you about she'll tell you about the gift whole thing. Okay, so the inside of this, if you look at how large that is, now, the great thing about this is this has a full-on zipper. So that's compartment one. So everything you put in there is going to be really, really safe and secure. Now, we have an additional compartment that is also large and in charge. So this unzippers, and right here, you have a whole, and see how much stuffing I pulled up, a whole additional pocket. This also has your insert right there for your cell phone. So it has two pockets that zipper up. Right? Right here is your guitar strap shoulder bag with your hooks. So if you want to extend this to a shoulder bag. Now, on top of two compartments, this flap goes over the handles, and then 1, 2. So it has 2 snaps. So if no one can get in this bag, there is no way somebody can lift this flap up, unzipper these compartments. This is the most fabulous travel bag I have ever seen. If you are ever worried about stuff, somebody reaching in, this has such space in it. It has, you can put that shoulder strap on. And if you have a shoulder strap from another bag, they all work interchangeable. They just threw that in as a freebie. Most of your companies now, even us, we're manufacturing, we all want that, because every once in a while you need to have hands free. But you can see the hooks are on the side. And also, the side hooks, you see how that movement? So that's not going to rip and break. Very, very important. But you can see how thick this leather is. I mean, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Are you kidding me? It smells lovely. For that price, $52.49. I wish I had the rest of the colors out here, because this is, I know this is going to be my favorite pick. I know it. Okay, but I just gave you a secret, but it could be. All right, $52.49. This is a killer deal. Croc embossed. Now I'm just going to show you how much stuff I can stuff in this bag. All right. Let's see. Let's play a game. All right, so we got giant hydrolonic shampoo. Let's pretend I'm going away. Leg support in a powder. Miracle Hair Mask. That's a big container. Sweet collagen. Hold on. Oh, I think I'll take this long maxi dress. Right? Fold it up. Now, I would normally roll these really tight in a ball. Long maxi dress. Oh, I think I'll take the blue long maxi dress too. Let's see. 2 long dresses. Okay. Now, I should be rolling these much tighter, like I said. Wait a minute. Oh, you know what? I'm going to be hiking. Let me take my 2 athletic tops. Not 1, but 2. And, oh, you know what? I'm going to need a smaller crossbody bag. Just in case for my travels later. Okay. Now, I can tell you right now, I could have fit more. But, zipper. Get that out of the way. Hold on. Where's my little zipper? 2 zippers, right? Flap goes over. Boom. Look at that. Do you know how much stuff I got in there? Did you just see how much stuff I put in there? I'm going to pull it all out now just to show you that this is like the circus clown. Right, so here's the bag, and I could have put more. I didn't want to overfill it. So I'm lifting the handles. So let's take it out. So we'll go into the first zipper compartment. Oh, we got a full-on pocketbook. Okay. 2 athletic shirts. Giant, if I ever packed like this, I would die. Giant containers. 2. Wait a minute. Non-TSA. That would never get through TSA because that is 16.9 fluid ounces. Boy, they'd love to throw that away, those TSAers. More potions and lotions. That's in the first compartment. Unzipping the second compartment now. And we have 1 of our maxi dresses. I'm unpacking for my weekend trip. Oh, and then I have my second maxi dress. Okay. Point taken, right? This pocketbook holds a darn lot of stuff. And your price, genuine leather, $52.49. Love it. Love it. Love it. Absolutely. It is a good looking bag, and that's something that, like I said, it's going to last. It's leather, the whole thing. This is going to last forever. So grab them while you can. Whatever's in stock. Like I said, multitude of colors. It comes in saffron yellow. Looks like a rusty red, blue, and the black that I have. In stock right now. So grab them while you can because who knows how much longer they're going to last. You know, and I always say to people, look, we get stuff in here. We design a lot of stuff, but we never know what's going to happen with tariffs, with shipping, with containers. Stuff happens in the ocean, right? A container could fall off a ship. It could be tipped over. Who knows? But I always say to people, if you're thinking about getting it, it's hassle-free shopping right now. You know, not a clearance event. You can return it if you don't love it. But if you know these kind of prices, they're inexpensive. Saving you money here. Okay, we're going to move on to, let's see what else we got in store for you today. Oh, let's do that little bag I just showed you. So that is going to be that little bag that I just showed you that I stuffed in that giant suitcase. And now this is going to be for the person that does not want genuine leather. My niece, I was going to take a measure on that other bag. So hold on one second. My I have my ruler. Where'd that ruler go? Hold on, folks. Oh, here it is. So I'm going to measure that black bag real quick because I just want you to see. I said I was going to do a measure and I totally forgot. Okay, so going across the bag, it's going to be 14 inches. This way is going to be roughly 10 inches. So 14 by 10, and then your width is going to be about 4. So 14 by 10 by 4. It's like I said, it's going to hold quite a bit. Now this little bag, this is going to be for the person that doesn't want genuine leather. That, you know, my niece, like I said, she's vegan. She doesn't ever want to wear leather, doesn't support that. So, you know, different strokes for different folks. This is a bag that she would absolutely love. Now, just because it's not genuine leather doesn't mean that they have not perfected faux leather. Faux leather, man, they, you know, you look at this bag, and I'm going to tell you, hanging up, there's no way you could tell this is not genuine leather. And for me, who loves bags and pocketbooks, I look at this and you know what? It feels like genuine leather. It really does. So you're like, well, you know what? They have created these bags. They are, I mean, really, really a knockout. Now, even the handle, if you look at this, it's so well done. And this is going to be your adjustable crossbody strap. This bag, our price on this, $99 estimated retail value. This is not created by us. This is a closeout. And your price after the 25% is going to be $14.99. $14.99. $14.99. Now, you can see I was messing with this. It's like a belt. Right, so to adjust it, all you do is pull it through. And so I'm going to make it, do I want to make it longer or shorter? Let's make it shorter. Right? Oh, let's make it longer. That would be easier. That way I can show you how the length on this is going to go. And give me a minute here because I'm not good at stuff like this. Okay. Well, it goes crossbody. I don't want to mess with it. It would take me 10 minutes to figure that out. If you look at this little snap right here, this opens up. Once again has this, I like this one. So if they don't have this little extra closure, a lot of times, I'm sure a lot of people have had the same problem, the purse doesn't stay shut. Now, there's a new style out there. Very, very famous, very, very expensive, that is meant to look like it's open like this. It's meant to stay open. Who in their right mind designed that bag, and who in their right mind, I saw it on TV, 2 of them, $8,000 a piece, designed to look like it doesn't shut. Begins with a B. All that does is burn me. I thought that would be the most annoying thing in the world to me. Why would I want to spend money like that? Okay, what we've done, we don't want to annoy you or annoy me. First of all, the price is not $8,000. It's $14.99. So don't lose your mind over that. Now, but I do love this because when you close it, instead of staying open, this goes through. It's like a little safety lock. It's almost like, you know, and then it snaps down and it closes. Now, this is from a company called Passage. This is going to be your faux pink. I do have this in other colors. I have it in red, dark blue, and saffron once again. So I'm going to do a quick measure and I'm going to show you the inside of this. But $14.99, what a great bag to have. Now, inside is just one pocket. When we talk about a crossbody bag, what this is for, it's going to hold your cell phone, which it's going to hold cell phone, your car keys, and a lipstick. It's not meant to hold everything but the kitchen sink. It's meant for you to have an adventure. An adventure, but you don't want to put your phone down. It's meant to hold very few things. It goes across your body, and it stays cross body. hands-free, so you can go enjoy your lovely day. Now, secure so nobody can reach in there and take what you want. But think about, it's $14. It's not a whole lot of money. It's faux leather. I'm going to show you how beautiful it is on the up close. It's a pebbled finish, right? It's sort of cool, just well made, not your typical little crossbody bag. We sell a lot of them here at Shop LC. This is going to be one that's a little bit, I think out of the crossbody bags for $14.99, this is well made. I like it because it's a semi-structured bag. So when you put it down, it stands up. You can see that it stands up straight. Doesn't fall over. So it's a structured bag that you can set down. Also, this can be put as a modified fanny pack, like a waist pack. And I can put that on and I can adjust that so it's going to stay around my waist. Now, this is how I prefer to wear this, actually. Across my shirt, a lot of times, I don't like stuff across my shirt. It might wrinkle my shirt. If I have on necklaces, it's in the way. But down here, it's sort of like it's sort of like cool, reminds me of something. I had a couple of garments made many, many years ago that had this like pouch on them. I always loved that. I thought it was edgy. But this is that bag that you can, put here and put it around your waist. $14.99. Crazy, right? $14.99. Okay, we're going to move on now to another item in our lineup. And we have a dress. Give me 1 second, everybody. Okay, so we have aired this dress before. This is a piece that we have created here at Shop LC, and this is from our Tansy collection. So, one size fits most, and this is interesting because the color on this is a really rich blue. Now, it has the cinching around the waist, so you can see. Now, I can only stretch the front. Okay, so the cinching is only on the front. It is not on the back. So I would say it says one size fits most. I'm going to do a measure and show it stretched out and unstretched. But you have to make sure, like I said, the back side has no cinching, no stretch capability. Now, the front of this is going to have your typical V-neck, which is very flattering. And they've done a little seam along the edging right here. Little black seam that's very, it's just a little extra finished touch that makes it look like a really nice finished piece of goods. It's going to have a long sleeve, and on the sleeve it's going to have your stretch. So it's got that stretch, this sleeve you can pull up to have it 3/4 length if you want, or you can leave it long. But it's always nice to have a longer sleeve sometimes. It's interesting. As I get older and older, and it happens every day, I get a little bit older. Years ago, I really didn't care about wearing a tank top. I wore tank tops all the time. And as I've gotten older, and I've noticed that I have that little bat wing, just, it's there. And I don't really like to exercise a whole lot. I don't want to do all the arm stuff. But even when you do the arm stuff, as you get older, it's just part of life. Your body starts, gravity sets in. So I tend to wear no more or very few tank top items. I like something that has more of just a little sleeve. It just looks better. Like I said, when you have different body types, you dress different ways. Always. It's just nature. You create your own look, your own fashion, and then hopefully as your body changes and morphs, you change the fashion a little bit. I mean, I don't wear the same stuff I was wearing when I was 17. First of all, I can't fit into it. But there's certain styles I look at, I still love that look. But I go, I don't know, sometimes, I feel a little silly wearing, I don't know, mini skirt with, I don't know. But anyway, so you create your own fashion look. But guess what? This dress is going to help you create that fashion look that you like. Why? It's casual, but can be dressy. What I mean by that, you could totally dress this up with any type of jewelry that you want. Anything, maybe a black spinel sparkly necklace. We had some strands that were absolutely beautiful on clearance a couple of days ago. With a beautiful, give it a little sparkle. You know, the colors in this, because it's black and deep blue, it needs to have a pop. It needs sparkle. It really does. This is that type of dress that is in your closet. It's not that little black dress. It's a dress that you wear out, maybe for a dinner, maybe for an event with family members, maybe it's a night event where you want to look and feel comfortable. You don't want something super short, but you put a couple of pieces of jewelry on this and you can really make this pop. Now, it's got that beautiful deep blues. You could throw tanzanite on with this, black spinel, shungite. And if you want something that's total opposite and do the yin-yang, white. Put on some strands of pearls with this. And all of a sudden, you're going to see those pearls more so than the background of the dress. Okay, so this is going to be gathered in the back, but there's no stretching it at all back here. At the bottom, you have that little flounce again. Sorry, I'm spinning around. That little flounce on the bottom, you can see it goes all the way down. And I'm going to do a quick measure on the bust area, unstretched and then stretch, because it says one size fits most, and you know, we're not all most, right? Okay, so unstretched, it is going to be 16 inches. 16, so it'd be 32. Stretched, and that's only the front part, so yeah, okay. So my suggestion is, because the stretch does not go down past the seam, right? So, and the backside doesn't stretch, so I would make sure that it's stretchable in the bust area, but other than that, it's going to be 32 inches around here, around your mid-waist. So I would do a measure, otherwise it's going to be a little bit tight. Now, it's meant to be snug, but you have that stretch capability. But this is going to be one of those pieces. We're going to bring this price down to $28.11. Made by us, $28.11, and this is going to be your navy full sleeve smock waist muslin maxi dress. Okay, so you can look at that, and I'll bring it close up into the camera so you can see those blues. So you can see actually there is some blues and blacks in that. It's a sort of a floral pattern. You can see I'm spreading it out so you can see the flowers on it. Okay, that is the maxi dress. That also comes in a variation of colors. I have it in purple and a black and white. Go online to look at those. I do not have them here in-house in the other colors. Okay, we're going to move on to, okay, I looked at this when I came in tonight, and I said, that is very interesting. So, I said I have nice legs, right? My mom had varicose veins. She always blamed it on her pregnancies. I don't have any varicose veins. I also don't have any kids, so maybe it is true. I don't know. Okay, when you have achy legs, when you have legs that are maybe holding onto water retention, when you have legs that, you know, just feel sad, feel sort of sore, maybe you're an athlete, this is going to be a whole plant food leg support, healthy circulation, all from plants and minerals. Now I'm going to read what's in here, because this has an array of ingredients, and I looked at this earlier, and I was like, wow, this actually does have quite a few things in it, and I know what they are, which is a miracle. A lot of times you'll pick up a potion or lotion or something, and you're like, you can't even read what's in it. Okay, this is going to have organic pomegranate juice powder. Everything's organic, so I'm not going to say that over and over. Aruma powder, hawthorn berry, butcher's broom, green leaf stevia, olive leaf powder, kama, yellow brock powder, and cayenne pepper. Now, this is going to be, it says serving size heaping scoop, serving per container 30. And I'm going to read you what it says here on the back side of this. Add 1 scoop of Cardi's leg support and powder into 1 to 2 of either water, juice, almond milk or coconut milk or rice milk for taste. I smelled it. You got to mix it with something. Recommended daily in the AM and PM. Start with a 1/4 scoop and increase slowly. So it is all organic, and I'm going to show you the consistency of it. It smells like your organic sort of vitamin E powders. None of them smell good. It doesn't smell bad, but if it smelled good, you know, it's probably full of like sugars and stuff that's not good for you, right? We mask a lot of the stuff that we ingest that's good for us. Vitamins we put in, coat them in. You know, think about the kids' vitamins. They're full of sugar or some sort of stevia, something like that. Because we mask it, because it's, we're like, oh God, I don't want to drink that. So this, when you mix it with something, you can put this in a smoothie, 1/4 teaspoon, and you're going to probably feel a little bit better within a short period of time. This is going to be a 30-day supply. So I'd say you have to give it 30 days, to see some difference. It has no artificial ingredients, no pesticides, no coloring. Does not contain any wheat, corn, artificial sweeteners, sucrose, alcohol, MSG, yeast, gluten, salt, dairy, eggs, and coloring. So if you are vegan, you don't have to worry about a lot of times that when you have powders like this, they put in some egg powder. You got to really look at the ingredients. But whole plant food based, leg support, healthy circulation. Welcome to the world of vitamins and minerals. So $49.99, your price after the 25% off is going to be $37.49. So is E. Perkins, is that Pat?
Yeah.
Pat's turning 81 in 7 days.
Oh.
Pat, well, happy birthday. Lauren's birthday was July 27th, and I barely saw her. She's off now in Toyota land. We're going to celebrate when she comes back. Okay, we're going to move on to a La Moray. This is going to be a 2-layer shirt. And what I mean by 2-layer, this feels actually very nice, very soft. Ooh, it does feel very silky. Okay, 2-layer means that it has a netting layer, and then underneath you have your black t-shirt or black shirt. Now, if you look at this, I love how they rolled over that neckline on the seam. And let me bring that up close so you can see that. So you have a beautiful little black seam. And the material on this is going to be La Moray, created by us. Once again, Shop LC. And this is going to be, I can tell you it's polyester because it feels fabulous. Oh, tags on the inside. Let's get that brag tag. And we are got right here in the bottom, off to the side. I'm looking for it. Where are you, little? I saw it. I know I did. This is what I'm like when I'm shopping in a store. I always look at the tags. Why? Because I want to know if I have to take care of it. Okay, here's the tag, and this is going to be 95% polyester and 5% spandex. Machine wash cold, tumble dry. So you're all set. Easy wash and wear. And I love this because, when you look at this, it looks like you're wearing 2 shirts, right? That little netting, the little cover on the sleeves gives you that little arm coverage. This is all embroidered. It's actually an applique that they put on top of that netting material. This says OS, which one size plus, but I'm going to do a measuring, but this is pretty good size. I mean, this would fit me. I know that, and I'm an extra large, but it feels really nice. The black material is very, very soft and silky, but it's that polyester blend. Now it has that stretch capability, really nice stretch comfort. The back side of it has no pattern at all. The front is the only part that has, that has the flower pattern. So you can see the flower pattern. Now I'm going to put this down so I can measure it on the bust area, because I think that's a place a lot of women have issues when we go to buy tops. We're all different sizes out there. So unstretched. Now, oh, that's good. Look at how much I can stretch that. I'm trying to show you on camera. Look at how much this is. Yeah, this has got some massive, but unstretched. Boom, boom. Unstretched, 48. 48. Stretched, I'm saying that's easily another 6 inches or more. So this is comfort. This is when you go, it looks nice, it's fun, it's pretty, it's feminine, and it's easy care. Now that top, this is completely attached, so it's sewn on as, it looks like 2 pieces, but it's actually 1 piece. And I love that netting, so I'm going to put it up so you can see. Beautiful netting texture with the applique. Color's beautiful. It's like a beautiful, it's like a light blue. And then that flower is 3-dimensional. You can see that flower. It's very 3-dimensional. All done in silk, the flower. Now, your price on this, our price $29.99. Your price after the 25% off, $22.49. $22.49. Okay. Absolutely. This is very, I'm surprised when I picked this up, because I really thought it wasn't going to be as comforting, as soft and silky as it is, but it's a good investment. And we have quantity in those, so if you want to do a multi-buy, I also have it in a dark blue that I don't have here on set, but they do manufacture a dark blue, and it's on our website. Okay, we're going to move on to another fun and funky little top. This is going to be we have this in multi colors also. So this is going to be polyester, and the applique is done in silk again. And once again, look at that stretch. Look at the stretch. Lots and lots of stretch. And down on the bottom, another beautiful applique on this. So this is one size fits most, and this is OS, so it's a plus size. Easy wash and wear. I'm not going to stay on this long. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a beautiful top. Very, very easy care. Multitude of colors on this particular one. This is going to be under, can you pull up the next one, DJ? So your price on this is going to be even lower than the last one, believe it or not. So multitude of colors, $24.99. And then after the 25% off, this comes down to $19.99, I believe. $18.74. $18.74. You get a multitude of colors. So this comes in purple, blue, but once again, manufactured by us. More of them on the web. You can scout them out there. Okay, we're going to move on to this beautiful. I was interested in this. I did a hair mask 2 days ago, and sometimes, so this is what I'm offering, and I'm like I'm shopping, right? I'm like, oh, okay. So what happens is, I try, and I've grown my hair a little bit longer. My hair used to be very, very short, and I'd wash it every day because I'd put product in it, gels and hairsprays. So when it's short, you need it more. I have very thin hair, so I want it more fluffy. Now that I've let it grow longer, I don't use products as much. But I try to do the ends with a little spray to protect the ends. But I noticed because my hair is longer and I dry it and I'm using that blow dryer, that you have breakage. It's just normal, no matter how great your hair is. But when you put a hair mask on your hair, what happens is, we had people write in to the show, and when I do wash my hair, because I have thin hair, but it gets really super shiny. I don't have a lot of layering, and so when you look at my hair, it's gray, white, I don't know, platinum, whatever you want to call it, whatever color you call it. But when I put a hair mask in it, the next day, it always feels silky, thicker. Like I can actually feel it feels thicker. And people usually write into the show and say, what are you using on your hair? It looks crazy shiny. So I notice that when I do put the hair mask on, that it does bump up the, all the proteins and stuff in the hair shafts. Now this is going to be a 2-minute Miracle Hair Mask, and I'm going to open it up because I want to check it out. Now this is going to come. Okay, for me, I smell everything. Smell is number one, right? It's got to smell good, right? It's got to smell good. Smells delicious. Smells not over the top, very, very, very slightly scented. Now consistency, you can see I just put a little bit on my finger, right? So consistency is very thick. Why is it very thick? It's a mask. It's not a conditioner. It's meant to put on after you wash your hair. And I'm going to read you the washing instructions. Now, this is part of our Joyce Gerard. She comes on TV. She has phenomenal hair. And I believe she was either Miss American Puerto Rico. There was something about Puerto Rico. But she was on with Chuck and Courtney. She is a hoot. And these products she's designed because she has beautiful hair and she wanted to protect that beautiful hair. Okay, directions. Rub a liberal amount through your hands and massage through hair, one section at a time, from scalp to end. Allow the Miracle Mask to penetrate for 2 minutes or desired. For longer lasting result or an intense hair treatment, cover your head with a towel or cap for at least 2 to 5 minutes. Leave on overnight. So I leave it on overnight. And what happens is I'll take a little bit, I'll put it on my hand, and I'll put it on the ends of my hair. And it actually, it goes on thick. And then it dries. So by the time you go to bed, it's not wet, sticky moisturizer or a mask. It actually dries. So I leave the mask, and I have very thin hair, so I don't need to put on a ton. Obviously, the more you put on, the longer it's going to take for that mask to firm up and dry. But you can leave it on overnight. If you don't, I don't even put a towel on my head. I just sort of take it, put it all up, twist it up, and because that mask is there, your hair is a little bit, I'm going to say firmer. And then it will stay that way. So when you sleep, it's not uncomfortable. And then the next day, you shower it, rinse it all out. And this will give that intense, intense treatment. If you color your hair, if you use heating products on your hair, if you have dry, thinning hair, if you don't eat properly and your hair looks dull and is not shiny, all those things. You can do treatments like this that are going to give you really shiny, stronger hair. And it's noticeable. It really is. I've seen people that have very dull hair. They've done over-processing. It's lost its shine. It looks dull. And even though it's different lengths, it could be somebody that has short hair that's over-processed, bleached and bleached and bleached. And now their hair, they're trying to let it grow out. Sometimes you got to cut it off. Sometimes you got to trim it. Sometimes you got to get rid of the dead. But in between, putting a product like this on will keep the ends from splitting so that you don't have to trim your hair, especially when people grow their hair longer. I mean, it takes years. Think about it, right? I had my hair trimmed. I'm always afraid because I'm trying to grow it. And when I go to the hairdresser and I go, I just want a teeny, they want to even it all off. Well, let me take off, this much. And I'm like, that's like 7 months. No. You take off that much. So as you grow your hair longer, because it takes a long time, we don't want it trimmed, but you got to keep it. You got to keep the ends nice. Otherwise, it doesn't look good. It's all flyaways. And then what happens is you have to put extra product on, which isn't good for your hair. Products are either coating or stripping or manipulating, right? So a piece like this, a 2-minute mask, and you can use this once a week, once a month, however often you think you need to use it. So this is really, really expensive out in the real world. She has created a product that, this woman uses and stands behind. I love it. It's very, very slightly scented. And just a little bit I put on my finger and did that. Honestly, I'm going to tell you, it feels like I put a really nice moisturizer on my fingers. And all I did was just dab that little mask. Smells delicious, something that you can use and stretch this out if you're on a budget. You know, you can minimize the use, especially when you get out of the shower. If you want to leave this on as a mask, leave your hair slightly damp and then put it on. It's going to make that product stretch a little bit longer. So if you're on a budget, you know, if you're like me and you're just going to leave it on overnight and you're tired, you can put it on dry hair. And the same thing, put it on the ends. Take your finger and, you know, pull out the ends and get some on the ends, and your hair is going to look and feel fabulous. So this can be yours. $34.99 is our price. Comparative value, she charges $250 for this. I don't know in what country. I have never bought a mask for $250, but I don't live on Rodeo Drive, so I'm sure they're out there. Our price, $34.99. Your price, $26. This is a product that is fabulous. So you pay for good products. You know, you can buy stuff out there that's inexpensive and not great products, but it's not going to do anything. You're going to just wasting your time and money. Okay, so we've done the leg support. We've done the hair mask. We're going to move on now to Hydro Petal Serum Toner. Now, I honestly have not tried this product. So a lot of times I get to try the products. I switched with Danielle tonight, so I did not have the ability to try this. But I looked at it, and I find it very interesting, because if you look at it, look at, the petals are floating in there. The petals are floating in there. So this is going to be a toner. So a lot of times, and whether I've tried a toner or not, toner's a toner. What's happening with this is it's not a liquid toner. It's more of a serum feeling toner. 80% Iris Verisca extract. I butchered that name. Okay. Hydrogel petals created by applying new technology fill the skin with moisture and make a moisture layer to seal the moisture in. So very, very important when you are trying products like this, especially in the summertime when we are outside and you're sweating, you're swimming, you need to seal that moisture in. Hey, Hunter. What's going on?
I come stalk you again.
You know what, Hunter? I have a product for you. Hydro Blue Petal Serum Toner. Because you're looking so young with your masks.
I'm telling you, masks work.
I know. Look, all your wrinkles are gone.
They're going away. I'll bet down. A little hydration never going to hurt.
That. You know why he does that? Because he wants free product. Because he knows now I can't put this back in stock. Hunter.
Oh, dang. I guess I'll take it with me. It's nice seeing you, Cheryl. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
You're selling all kinds of pretty stuff tonight.
Oh, my God. I get handbags.
Oh, this is beautiful.
You know, Hunter, this is like, you have, there's the bag that you were selling I bought. But look at this bag. This is a steal deal. Look at this. Can you imagine?
Oh.
Leather.
Yeah, and you know.
$54.
You know this lip like this.
I know, it's a protector. I love it.
But it's also, there's a bag that's very expensive. There's a shoe named Birkin.
Yes.
Stocks.
Yes.
This is a similar look to that bag.
Right.
For $54?
All leather.
What?
I know it's
and this is, look at the thickness of this leather.
I know.
This is saddle leather. This ain't a bag that's gonna break in 2 or 3 days. This is a bag you're gonna have 2 or 3 decades.
Yeah.
And that embossing. Now listen, I am from Louisiana. I know what a crocodile looks like.
that's a bag.
I swam with a few, okay?
Yeah, I wrestled him.
I didn't wrestle.
I
did try to kick one. We did try to.
Well, when you flip them over, they become docile. You know that. You put them to
you
sleep.
can get them on their back.
Right. Well, the one that I flipped over was only this big.
Yeah. Well.
But I was brave. Tony was watching me. I jumped out of the car. He's like, "Stop!" I'm like,
"Oh, a wild one?"
Yeah.
She's crazy. That's why I love Cheryl. So you're not working tonight?
I'm not. No, I'm going to go home. I'm back on tomorrow, 6 to... on Wednesday morning, 2 to 6.
Oh, Wednesday morning?
Yeah, 2 to 6. I switched. That's why I'm doing this tonight.
Oh yeah, you
Danielle.
just all over the board.
No, you know, everybody. We got hosts traveling. Are you going away again? Are you traveling anywhere?
Not right now.
Okay.
Why,
Some
you going
hosts,
somewhere?
no, but I know we have hosts traveling all over the world right now. So our schedules are all crazy here at Shop
Well,
House.
I was supposed to go to the UK and work with the lab girls, but they pushed that back again and again. So I don't know if that's going to happen at all. But I heard today I might be going to Florida. I may not come back. I like Florida.
Me too.
Think I can do remote from Florida?
I don't know. All right, Hunter. Nice to see you. He didn't take the product. All right, everybody. So I have a few minutes left. I'm going to blow through a couple of more items. So this is something that, I looked at, and I'm going to tell you. There are times when some stuff is just fun, right? Some stuff is just fun. But I'm going to do this first because this caftan. So before I do the fun thing, I'm going to do the thing that I like best. And this is going to be one of our caftans. Now, here at Shop LC, we sell a whole bunch of caftans. A whole bunch. And guess what? I own a whole bunch of caftans. Where did I get them? I got them here at Shop LC. Boom! Look at this. Look at the color of this. Look at the pattern. If that isn't absolutely beautiful. Turquoise colored, right? Caftan. So what is a caftan? It's basically a one-size-fits-all, oversized, comfortable as anything dress. Now, you can see the designated armholes, and I'm going to do a measure on this, show you how wide these are. Now, I did some fun stuff. This is going to be 18 inches around. So what I did when I took my caftan, and I'm going to push for a long mirror in here so I can show you some fashion sense. So I took it and I belted it up and put it tight around my waist. So I'm going to step back. I hope you can sort of see. So I made it like a short mini with an oversized bell top. So I like to do that with my caftans, and then when I don't want a mini, I take the belt off and right to the ground. Now, $29.99. This is called the Winlar. This is not manufactured by us. They sold these on the live TV today. Our price on this, $22.49. So this is going to be This is going to be your line print. Then I also have your black and gold. The ones that I bought from Shop LC, I bought animal print. I bought one that's like a tribal, really, really cool colors. Now, look at this, black and gold, how pretty that would be. And so once again, what I do, I gotta lean back to do this, so I don't have the proper stuff. I pull it up, tight, and I put all that extra material in the back, and it becomes a skirt with an oversized top. So once again, versatile. Look at the colors on this. So pretty. It's got these golds and sort of saffron, bright oranges and yellows. And then, of course, your basic black goes with everything. Okay, ladies and gents, believe it or not, I'm out of time. I only had 2 more things to get through, and unfortunately, I did not make it. But you know what? I hope I brought you some. My favorite pick is definitely that black bag that I showed Hunter. $54.99 on that bag is a steal deal. Multiple colors. The leather is saddle leather. Perfect item. All right, I will see you back here, not tomorrow night. I'll be on the TV side if you want to tune in 2 to 6 Wednesday morning. But I'll be back here next Tuesday for the live stream. Maybe. I might be back next Monday. I think I'm going to someplace swimming. Anyway, everybody, have a great day. I am Cheryl Briggs Benvenuto. Follow me. Facebook, Cheryl Benvenuto. I'm in a bee suit. TikTok is Bling Therapist, and Instagram is Cheryl Magical Journey. Everybody have a great Monday night, and I will see you back here soon. Make the best of it.